ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we've reached the Division II semifinals here at the 2016 National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships. My name is Adam Steele, alongside Craig Jolly and Ed Sandoval, bringing you this production of RollerHockeyLive.com here from Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Go Thomas!
And I tell you, even though a semifinal, if there aren't two teams that match up against each other so tight, I don't know what is. We've got UMass. We've got St. Joe's. We've got two squads here that have a lifetime record of 3-2 against each other. Every single game in the past 3 years against these two teams. Both teams coming out of the NCRHA, by the way. Each one of these games has been a one-goal game. That's the last 5 over the past couple of years. This particular season, these two teams are 1-1 against each other in NCRHA play. They match up almost perfectly as far as stats, top players, top defensemen, and both teams have spectacular goaltending. St. Joe's with D'Alessio, Davis down the other end for UMass. This is going to be a good one as we welcome in Mr. Craig Jolly.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome into what is now a rainy Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Might sound like crowd noise, but it's rain.
Yes, we have a massive crowd here of rain. Yes. 11:09 to go here. Engel will send the puck over to check that. That is Doherty. No, that is Kelly. No. We look at the right roster. That is Pagliera.
There you go.
Now working back in is UMass. Puck sent in by Aaron Marcel. Blocker side now picked up by Matt Engel. Engel within the corner will send it over to Doherty. Doherty will now pick it up by, with it is Ferrara. Ferrara will send it over to Rossello. Rossello now crossing in center. Now we'll send it over to Doherty. Check that Engel. Engel will send it in on net, gloved by the body of Jordan Davis for the stoppage of play with 10:35 to go here in the first. Nothing is your score in this Division II semifinal game.
I tell you, big thing for both teams. Shots, and more shots. We'll see if they figure out that that's what both of these teams need to do.
Matt Engel controlling it off the face-off will now send it over to Tarantino. Tarantino now will send it back in, picked up by Matt. Matt Engel also has a brother on this team, Andrew Engel. Now Matt working it back in his own zone with 10:10 to go here.
It's a family affair.
As it is in most, and a puck now stolen away, now picked up by Wolsifer. Wolsifer will send it in on net. Puck batted it in and scored by the 5 of Ryan Wolsifer. 10:04 to go here in the first. It is now 1-0 your score. Massachusetts over
12
the
minutes.
St. Joseph
They play
Hawks.
3 though, right?
And I tell you, that's going to kill you. Any playoff game, people tell you defense is important. If your defense makes mistakes, like they did there, a little miscue in front of your goaltender. D'Alessio's still up to the task. He was able to stop a couple opportunities, but there's only so much a goalie can do.
As I said in the Mighty Ducks movie, you got to clear the trash out from in front of the net, and that didn't happen that time.
Negative.
Puck now picked up by D'Alessio over to Engel.
They didn't change the score yet.
Engel,
Sometimes they're slow.
as this massive crowd of rain is loving this game so far. Puck now working back in. With it is Tarantino. Tarantino will now send it back to Matt Engel. Engel send it over, or send it back to himself.
What are they playing?
Now back to Tarantino. Tarantino crossing center. Over on the Mission Rink, it is Robert Morris and Cortland currently taking place. The winner of this game will face the winner of that game at high noon for a Division II showdown.
That'll be another good one over there.
At the Cedar Rapids Corral. Puck now sent in on net. Now picked up. With it is Aaron Marcel. Aaron also has a brother in this game, Reese Marcel. As this Division II Final Four is all NCRHA. Puck sent up and over the net, bouncing oddly back out in front of the net from the inboard glass. With just under 9 to go here in the first. 1-0 is your score. Now picked up by Matt Engel. Engel now crossing center. into the UMass zone. Another massive matchup coming up next over here on the Bauer Rink. Newman will take on Michigan State in the Division III semifinal. Over on the Mission Rink, it will be Bethel taking on Newman. Bethel taking on Lindenwood.
There you go.
In a Great Plains matchup. Ferrara will send it over now to Rossello. Rossello now will send it back to Pagliara. Pagliara will send it now. Sent back across. Now picked up by Engel. Engel will now have the puck stolen away. Now coming in on the breakaway. Here's Marcel. Marcel backhands it in and scores! 8:01 to go here. UMass putting it to St. Joe early here in the first. 2-0 is your score.
And I have to say, another big mistake there by St. Joe's. Engel, experienced as he is, still you guys have to understand that Aaron Marcel is the top guy for UMass. And if you've only got one guy back trying to get the puck, that's not enough. You got to take precautions. Make sure you have an extra body back when you see 22 white.
Petruzulio now was in the face-off, did the merry-go-round. Now puck is picked up off a shot by St. Joe's. Back to UMass. UMass heading into the 2016 NCRHA All-Star event back on the weekend of the 20th of February. Had about a 6-point lead over this St. Joseph's team. St. Joseph's won all of their games while UMass lost 3 of the 4, or basically all their games. St. Joseph's jumped them to take the #1 seed heading into the NCRHA Regional Championships held in Feasterville, Pennsylvania just about a month ago. And just all of the momentum switch happened right before that NCRHA All-Star event. And maybe this could be the tide turning where UMass takes it back over.
Well, like I said, if either one of these teams can't match up to each other, it's crazy. Lifetime head-to-head, UMass has the series 3-2, and they were all one-goal games. They were all great games, including one OT.
Petruzulio now will send it over, picked up now by Kelly. Kelly back to Petruzulio, but stolen away now by St. Joe's. With it is Rossello. Rossello send it in, and a shot goes just under the crossbar. That was close to crossing the line, but there is no instant replay here as play continues.
Well, I had a pretty good look at that, but either way, the referee, no joke, 2 feet away on the goal line in the perfect spot.
Petruzulio now over to the 3 of Lapp. Lapp will now, and a shot and a goal scored by the 93 of Andrew Kelly.
Well, yet another mistake by St. Joe's. They keep piling up. 3 players back for St. Joe's. They're all puck gazing. Andrew Kelly noticing it, snuck behind everybody and said, you know what? Hey, I guess everyone's going to watch over there. I'm going to step over here. Lapp found him wide open.
6 minutes to go. We're halfway through this first period of play. UMass leads 3-0 over St. Joe's. Timeout, St. Joe's. We will take it as well. Back right after this. Welcome back in. 3-0 is the lead for UMass over St. Joe's. Engel will get it off the face-off. There are no official player coaches for both of these teams.
Yeah, but they've got a good senior staff here with this set of players. They're all respectful of each other. They're all working towards a common goal. I know the St. Joe's team will come back.
Puck now picked up by UMass. UMass will send it over, now picked up by Wolsifer. Wolsifer got it from the 7 of Gresser. Now Wolsifer working back across in, battling with David Bigno. Now picking it up is Matt Engel. Engel now coming back across center. Puck now over to Tarantino. Tarantino will send it just wide. Now picked up by Wolsifer for UMass. Only 6 more games total left here in the 2016 NCRHA National Championships.
That's it.
Just 6. Two semifinals on both rinks at 9 and 10 as a shot from UMass is covered up for the stoppage in play by D'Alessio. And then 2 championship games coming up at noon and 1:30.
That's right.
A total of 141 games will have been played in 5 days.
Wow.
4 straight days of 7 a.m. to roughly 2 o'clock in the morning.
That's a lot. That's a lot more than. Well, I was just gonna say we had the junior college division this year, so that's a good reason why we had more games this year.
Doherty now picking it up. Last year we had 137 games. So only an addition of 4, maybe 5 games, but still a lot of games in a short amount of time for this about 55-team total field that entered this event.
Yeah, and over 200 teams, over 2,000 players this year in NCRHA. Wow, what a job all the directors have done, all the different conferences. I mean, it's just getting bigger and better every year.
Roughly about 800 to 900 players cycled through this building this weekend as the puck is sent back in. Now will be sent in on net by Wolsifer. Now poked back out. Wolsifer will send it back around.
How does a defenseman not go to him?
Now picking it up is Aaron Marcel. Marcel, puck poked away from him. Now with 3:40 to go here in the first. 3-0 is your score. UMass over St. Joe's in this Division II semifinal. Puck now with it again is Tarantino. Tarantino now will send it in on net. That's blockered aside by the combo of Doherty and Pagliera. Doherty now doing battle with Pagliera, trying to pick up the puck. Now he does. He will send it up to Marcel. Marcel crossing center, working back in. Now 2-1-on-3 effectively. Marcel will send it into the corner. Now sent back in as this massive rain cloud cheers again. Now pick back up with it was UMass for just a second. Now St. Joe's will steal it away, send it back. Now picking it up is Rossello. Rossello. Now working back in. Cycling around now with 2.5 to go here. Here comes St. Joe's. Matt Engel will send it in on net, kicked aside by, I believe that was Harrison or Kelly in front of the net. That's one thing with screening. Sometimes you can screen good, sometimes you can screen your own self. Puck now sent back, picked up by Rossello. Rossello on the near side here. Now working back in, we'll send it in just wide of the net again. Now picking it up is Aaron Marcel. Marcel will send it over to Pacelli. Pacelli now will send it up to Keeney. Keeney will send it down now back to Rossello. Rossello over now to the 22 of Engel. Engel will send it in on net. That is covered up for the stoppage in play by Davis with 1:37 to go here. In the first, 3-0 is your score.
Well, I think St. Joe's has really calmed down after the timeout. They're showing their patience. They're showing that they still know how to play this game, funneling a couple good shot opportunities and screening a little bit, but still trying to get those, those shots, no matter how soft or how hard they are, to the net. and trying to deflect something or disorient Davis in some way.
Over on the Mission Rink with about 5 minutes remaining in that game, Robert Morris is leading Cortland by a score of 3-1 in that Division
Wow.
II semifinal. Puck now picked up, coming back in within his angle, sent just wide. Now sent back around as it is now picked up by UMass.
Good short side shots by, or short side shots by St. Joe's, keeping it simple.
Right about now, I would like a short stack of pancakes from IHOP right about now.
They have an IHOP in Cedar Rapids.
I don't think so, but they really should.
I know they have a one-legged server at most of them. That's why they call it IHOP.
Oh, the joys of Adam Steele.
Yep, that's me.
Puck now sent in. That is blocked aside by the body of the 37. That is Baselli. Puck now cleared all the way back by UMass into the St. Joe zone with 30 seconds to go. 3-0 is your score. Engel working back in. Shadowing him is the 13 of Petrozulio. Now sent back around. Now will be sent back up to the point. It is Rosella with 15 seconds to go. Puck lockered aside by the stick of Nolan Carrier. Now picked up by Petrozulio coming in with said Carrier. Petrozulio gets the butt end of the shaft of his stick on it. That is not the ideal place to try to send that puck, as what would happen, it hits the floor first, pops the stick up over the puck, thus creating the whiff. 1 period in the books. 3-0 is your score. UMass over St. Joe's in this Division II semifinal game. Winner takes on the winner of Cortland and Robert Norris at high noon here at Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Second period about to begin, and I believe one of our referees, is that Louis Bustamante?
On the far side, correct.
Boosty, as most of our staff like to call him, which I like to call him that,
That's his nickname.
is a pretty cool guy.
Oh, yeah. Honored last night with a achievement award as the head official for the Rocky Mountain District. That was pretty cool during the Division I championship game last night. Congratulations to him.
Engel now will pick it back up. Big news also taking shape last night in the Division III field. We will give you updates on that and what exactly happened coming up here. Most likely next game, I think is when the perfect time to do that. But just to say, suspensions will be involved in the situation. People are still asking, why did it happen?
Well, I didn't hear about it, so I'm curious to know, too. Now you got me in suspense.
That's what you call a tease, my friend. You have to stick around to next game to hear the rest of the story.
On RollerHockeyLive.com.
I missed that Paul Harvey guy. Meanwhile, back to reality here. Tarantino picks up by Engel. Engel will send it in on net. That's gloved and held on to by Davis for the stoppage in play.
See, and I think that's an important thing right there, is that everywhere they go, they're taking those short side shots. They're not taking the far side shots that might have a chance to hit the boards or glass and spin completely around, so giving UMass an opportunity to move the other way. They're being smart about their plays. They're driving 1 or 2 guys towards the net, It's rare that Davis gives up a rebound, but basically they have about another 20 minutes to figure out they can pick up 3 and obviously tie up the score.
As the rain crowd is really getting into this game now. Puck sent back across, now picked up by the 97 of Doherty. Doherty sent it in just up and over the net, now picked up by Nolan Carrier. Carrier will send it back, now picked up by Wolsifer. Wolsifer, Broad, Carrier, and the 7 now of Gresser out for UMass. Keeney, Engel, Rossello, and Tarantino out for St. Joe's. Now, sent back in. I did pretty good with that. I only had to look at the roster for one name.
You're getting good at this.
Puck sent in, plus it's off. I've also seen these teams about almost 10 times so far this season as well.
Well, then you should know them better. I'm disappointed.
Well, you know, a lot of games this weekend. A lot more memory gets shoved in the old brain bucket. Picked up now. With it is the 47 of Rossello. Rossello. Plus, it does help they have names on the back of their jerseys, too. Wolsifer will send it in. It's Sunday morning. Sunday morning, folks. We got to have some fun over here. Puck sent in by Carrier. Sent just wide. Engel picking up possession. We'll send it over to Tarantino. Tarantino now working in with the 93 Pagliera. Backhanded shot is covered up by Davis. As Pagliera in the process of sending that backhanded shot sent himself into several spinneroonies himself and then finally ended up on a knee.
Yeah, but you know what? Another great opportunity. Good communication by St. Joe's to be able to try and create that play. Getting behind the UMass defense there was huge. A couple more opportunities like that, they can get some goals.
9:08 to go here in the second. 3-0 is your score. UMass now coming in. 2-on-2 as the puck sent in just wide by Aaron Marcel. Also coming in with him is the 97 of Doherty. Marcel picks up the rebound, working back into his own zone. Will sit up shot back behind UMass. UMass leading this 3-0. Will face the winner of Robert Morris Cortland. Robert Morris still leading 3-1 over the Cortland State Dragons. Puck now picked up. Baselli will send it in, gloved and held on to for the stoppage with 8:23 to go here in the second. 3-0 is your score.
Well, like clockwork, both goaltenders can see the puck. They're both going to make the stops. Only difference in the game is UMass being able to capitalize on some crazy rebounds and obvious errors by St. Joe's. Still been a good hockey game here on both sides.
Rossello will pick it up, send it over to Matt Engel. Engel now crossing center into the UMass end. Send it over now to the 9 of Ferrara. Ferrara will send it in, gloved and held on to for the stoppage in play. 3-0 your score.
Outside of the rain, there is a pretty good crowd here, a lot of support from both sides here. UMass has a pretty good contingent on the left side of the rink. St. Joe's on the right side of the rink, both downstairs in the crowd as well as up here in the balcony. Another save by Davis there as he's standing tall. I think St. Joe's really needs to get somebody in front of him. If he sees it, he's going to stop every one. So they got to capitalize on any rebound he gives up, which is rare, or they got to get somebody in front of him to screen.
Shots favored UMass in the first period of play, 7-5. Goals scored by the Minutemen at 1:56 of the first was scored by Ryan Wolsifer, with the assist going to Thomas Gresser and Nolan Carrier at 3:59 of the first, as the puck is sent just wide of the net.
There was an opportunity there, open net, back door, and a screen in front of Davis. They're doing it.
Marcel scored at 3:59 unassisted. Andrew Kelly scored at the halfway mark unassisted, with assisted by Joseph Petruzilio. So those are your 3 goal scorers and assist getters this game.
All in the first 6 minutes, and then the last 6 minutes of the first was all St. Joe's.
Puck now picked up as a puck is backhanded in by Pagliera. Is covered up by Davis for the stoppage in play. 7:08 to go here in the second. 3-0 is your score. UMass over St. Joseph's.
Another big reason why UMass was last year's national runner-up. The goaltending of Davis has been huge.
That UMass Farmingdale game was an epic affair last year. As you know, you were in.
Wow.
As the puck is sent in on net just as it was about to cross the goal line, covered up by Davis.
Did you see Kelly get a skate in there, sneaking behind there on the goal line?
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, the puck dribbled over top of Davis. Kelly goes behind him just in case, and he put his foot down as the puck was dribbling towards it.
Nice.
He was able to stop it, so great defensive play there by Kelly.
Off the face-off, it is controlled now by UMass. UMass will send it up, now picked up by Kelly. Kelly, that's what you call situational awareness.
Okay, these are college kids, they'll get that.
Puck now picked up with it. It's a 19 of Rogatino.
I'll be here all day. Tip the veal, try the waitress.
Picked up now by Lap. Check that Wolsifer. Wolsifer.
You just got that?
No, I got it when you said it. Just trying to get it out of my head.
2-on-1 here.
Coming back in now, 2-on-2. Puck sent in, kicked aside as a Minuteman player gets tripped into the net. And as he was going in the net, shot was coming in, gloved and held on to by Davis for the stoppage.
Well, I think that's a interesting scenario there. Very smart play by St. Joe's, and not only taking advantage of it, but these kids are moving their feet as much as they can. And I think UMass seems to be taking that 3-0 lead for granted. They're not really hustling.
Off the face-off, now picked up by Wolsifer. Wolsifer now will send it over to Gresser. Gresser coming in with Carrier now. Carrier will send it in, gloved and held on to, dropped. Now picked up by Engel.
Situational awareness by the goaltender.
Engel working in, wanted to keep momentum going back the other way. Puck knocked out of the air like a baseball swing by the 21 of Donald Broad. Good job by him there. Now picked up by Gresser. Gresser will send it in on net. Rebound. Now try to wrap around, but Tarantino was there just to pick it up just in time before he tried that wraparound shot. Those don't always work, especially with a goaltender that is on the near side, but with a goaltender on the far side, they work a little more. But I've seen multiple shots this weekend that go just in front of the goal line and out. And those are probably some of the most frustrating situations that a player could ever be in.
Must say good work here by Tarantino finding his way in front of the net. Little forecheck to get the puck back. St. Joe still keeps possession here, and they're going to try and keep somebody in front.
Engel picked it up from Tarantino. Crossing center. As Engel coming in, will send it in. That is blocker aside, now picked up by UMass. Now a big rugby scrum taking place, now picked up by Wolsifer. Wolsifer will steal it away from the 93 of Pagliera. Pagliera now stealing it away. Will send a shot in from the 9 of Ferrara. Now sent back into the corner. Going to get it now is Tarantino and the 21 of Donald Broad. Broad will send it up just before he blew his tire. As now picked up by Engel. Engel will send it back to Carrier. As Engel will send it around. Now picked up by Ferrara. Ferrara will send it over. Now stolen away by UMass. UMass working back the other way with it is Baselli. Baselli will send it in. Shot and score over the stick hand. And the goaltender of D'Alessio is saying, oh man, I should have had that one. 3:47 to go here in the second. 4-0 is your score. UMass over St. Joe's.
I think he should have easily had that. I mean, a lot of great plays by St. Joe's. A couple opportunities, and it's very frustrating for how hard on the forecheck some of these guys are working. They get some positioning down low, and the defensemen don't have their heads up to try and give them the puck. I guess you could say just bad communication on St. Joe's part, and that's just a dagger. That's just a dagger, that goal right there for them.
4-0 is your score. Run clock rules still apply here. Team is up by 7. We enter the run clock, and the clock does not stop unless we change of period or timeout or injury as well. Engel now picking it up for St. Joe's. Will send it in on net. That is blocked aside into the corner. Now picked up by Tarantino. Tarantino will send it back to Engel. Engel now with it at the point. Send it in between two UMass players. Now back to Engel. He sent it over to Tarantino. Tarantino will send it in. Now picked up by the 3 of Lapp. Lapp will backhand it across. Now picked up by Baselli. Baselli. Now we'll send it back to Marcel. Fun matchups to broadcast are those with the big rivalries that are pretty much in place with teams that are in very close proximity. They share the same practice rink, they see each other, sometimes they scrimmage against each other. One such example is UMass and Boston. Those two teams play epic wars when they play each other, which is fun to call.
Oh, yeah.
Boston did not make the D2 tournament this year or the NCRHA tournament. A little down, you know.
Just missed.
Every year, they were like in 9th place at the end of the regular season. But coming in now is Broad. Broad tried to do a little too much with that and just...
Nice play. Here comes an opportunity. Didn't send a third guy.
Engel sent it in, gloved and held on to for the stoppage and play by Davis like he was the Cedar Rapids Colonel.
See, now there's an opportunity where D'Alessio sees that he's got 2 white jerseys behind the goal line, makes a great play to push the puck forward, and Benyo stands there, has to recognize he's got 2 white jerseys behind him. They had a chance for a 3-on-2 rush.
Puck now picked up by UMass. With it is Keeney. Check that. That is Petrozulio. Now stolen away. Picked up now by St. Joe's Hawks. St. Joe's coming back the other way. Went 1-on-3. That doesn't usually work unless you're a Newman or a Lindenwood. Puck now picked up with his Ferrara. Now up to Engel.
Again, 1-on-3.
Engel working in. Send it through the crease. Now will be picked up. Good job on the D there by the Minuteman. Now picked up by Broad. Broad will send it around. Now picked up by Petrozulio. 1 minute to go here in the second. 4-0 is your score. Last update, 9 minutes remaining in the second. Over on the mission rink, Robert Morris and Cortland tied at 3.
Wow.
In that Division II semifinal.
Oh, so
Marcelo
they're both happening at the same time?
will pick up the puck.
Both semifinals
Sent back in
happening
now,
now.
picked up by Wolsifer. Wolsifer with it, 25 seconds to go. We'll send it back across. Actually, set it back behind Davis.
It's the end of the second.
As the second period is coming down to an end. Now, picking it up.
4-on-3 opportunity.
Coming in is St. Joe's. Puck deflected into the corner, and that will do it for the second period of play. Through 2. UMass leads St. Joe's by a score of 4-0.
Well, 4-0 though.
As I refresh
That's not
the
bad.
live score of this game, they have not put the goal on there yet. But still, 4-0 is your score. We'll report who scored and who will get the assist.
However, I think everybody in the world knows it was Baselli that put that dagger in there.
4-0 through 2. Back underway here.
Now we are.
Unmute the proper microphone as the inevitable Bill Cortland appearance shows up on a Sunday.
The man, the myth, the legend himself.
Now which one is it? The myth or is
They
it
don't
the
take
man?
any break, really, huh?
He's been everything
just
more
start right
ways than
away.
one.
Yeah, like a minute break, yeah.
11:30 to go here
games go by
in
quick.
this final regulation period. 4-0 is your score. UMass over St. Joseph's. Rossello will send it across. As the puck still controlled. Now with it is Ferrara. Back to the 47 of Rossello. Rossello will send it across. Puck again picked up by Rossello. St. Joe's starting to apply the pressure just a little bit more. Now will be sent back. Looks like they're just ending the second period of play over on the Mission rink. We'll get you a score update just as soon as we can. Puck now sent back across. Now picking it up is the 22 of Marcel. Marcel taking down as he in the middle of a shot in the process of making a shot. Now picked up by Tarantino for St. Joe's. Tarantino now will send it over. Now picked up by Matt Engel. Engel coming in. Send it in. Blocked by the skates of Marcel. Now picked up by UMass. Coming in with it is
So
Baselli.
there's no blue line.
Baselli working in backhanded just up and over the net. Now sent back around. Picked up by St. Joe's. St. Joe's will send it over. Picked up by Ferrara.
Ooh.
Ferrara
Oh!
will send it in. That is blocked aside. Now picked up by Carrier.
There's not a close
it's
call.
lucky.
Carrier.
Not a close calls.
Send it
he
over.
just,
Now
like,
picked up
gave
by
it.
Engel. Engel still controlling it. Now being approached by Marcel, decides to send it to Ferrara. Ferrara will send it just wide of the net. Going to get the puck is Nolan Carrier. Carrier will send it over to Wolfsburg up to Marcel. Marcel with it. Now we'll circle back behind Davis, sitting up the play with 9.5 to go here in regulation. 4-0 is your score. Winner will take on the winner of Portland.
Is there an
Robert
offsides
Morris.
or anything, or not?
That game currently
No.
in progress over on the Mission rink, still 3-3. Puck coming back the other way. UMass will have the puck turned over right in front of the net, now picked up by St. Joe's by the 13 of Dean Kinney. Now stolen away by Wolsifer. Wolsifer now will send it in on net. Blocker to side now. Picking it up is Carrier. We'll have a penalty coming up here. Tripping will be the call. First penalty of the game being assessed here, and it will go to Ryan Wolsifer for UMass.
Maybe this is the spark St. Joe's needs. I think they still haven't made the adjustments necessary. UMass has been, as they've been controlling the puck mid-slot, UMass has kind of shrunk back a little bit and had almost 3 guys in front of the net. Well, if you've only got 3 guys in front of the net, well, my Lord, how much more of a screen is that going to be for Davis? I don't know why St. Joe's isn't throwing the shots in. Maybe send the 2 guys in front, snag some rebounds,
there
take
only
some
4
opportunities,
aside?
take some more
Oh,
shots.
okay.
What's the worst that happens? It goes in.
And it does. What a prophet Adam Steo is. Matt Engel
No, that was quick.
scores the first
So
goal
they get the player
of the
back
game
now?
for
Yeah,
the
that was
St.
just
Joseph's Hawks. 8:41 to go here. 4-1 is now your score. UMass over St. Joe's.
And you watch, UMass will do that again. Even strength. They'll be sitting 2 and 3 guys back. It's going to work havoc against them. See how tight their defensemen are? They're not worried about the guys on the outside. They can mesmerize them enough. I can see the adjustment they need to make. I don't know how they can't see that from down there when your 2-point men have all that time.
And that's where the issue comes in as well. To just add a little bit onto that point, that's where most of the sharpshooters are, at least for St. Joseph's and for UMass. Wolfenfer, Marcel, you have Tarantino, Engel. All those are sharpshooters. Engel working in. Got the first goal and will be covered up for the stoppage in play. 7:51. So you're looking at Tarantino. You're looking at Engel. You're looking at Marcel. You're also looking at Petrozulio, Carrier. Anybody, especially on this UMass team, is going to be considered a sharpshooter.
Oh, without a doubt.
And you don't want to give them just that ever brief window that they can and will take.
Now, we just had a 2-on-0 just a little while ago as, again, St. Joe's being smart about it. Unfortunately, you know, with a man wide open in front, they didn't move the puck to him, and it gave UMass the opportunity to get back. That's a nice shot there. They still got to get those rebounds.
Engel, his shot blocker side now picked up with it. Now it's Petrozulio, stole it away from Doherty. Now working back in, sent across. Now coming back in is Engel. Engel will send it in. That's gloved and held on to for the stoppage in play.
See, and as you can see there, as he's coming in, Pagliarella giving him the instruction, keep the puck down low. Within 12 inches of the floor, he'll either have a chance to get a tip on it, or it'll hit off the pads of Davis and give them a rebound. So I think St. Joseph's starting to work it out now. Let's hope 7 minutes is enough time to get back some goals.
That was one of the first times I've ever seen somebody do that and understood what it meant, thanks to you. Puck now coming in. Wolfenfer will send a shot and far down, top shelf goal. 7:06 to go. UMass answers that power play goal with a sharpshooter from the 5 of Wolfenfer, bar down. What a shot by Wolfenfer.
Oh, that'll make up for the time he was in the box, eh?
Got that right. 7:06 to go here. In regulation, 5-1 is your score. Picked up now by McElhinney. Bouncing around. Controlling it is Engel. Engel will backhand it in. Blocker to side. Now picked up by UMass. UMass working back now with it is Doherty. Doherty will send it across. 6:40 to go here in regulation. 5-1 is your score. Puck controlled now by Engel. Engel. Send it over to McElhinney. McElhinney. Now back to Engel. Engel will send it in, deflected up into the corner.
Davis can see that. They need to get in front of him.
Coming up next over here on the Bauer Rink will be a Division III semifinal. Newman taking on Michigan State. Big goings-on last night. We'll fill you in at the start of that game. Puck sent back across.
3-on-2 break. If they could hurry, McElhinney didn't realize it.
Here comes Ferrara. Ferrara coming in, back to it, kicked aside by Davis. What a beautiful save there by the netminder for UMass.
It's a save and a half at this point in the game.
Engel will send it in, sticked up into the netting for the stoppage in play. 5:43 to go here in regulation. 5-1 is your score.
That's the reason why they're a top team in the NCRHA. It's a reason why they got to the national finals last year. Looks like the reason they're going back to the finals this year. Goaltending, goaltending, goaltending.
Just need to hold on for another 5 minutes or so. Now picked up by Engel. Engel will send it in. Puck bounced dangerously out in front of the net. Now cleared out but kept alive by UMass. The 64.
Another bad miscommunication by St. Joe's turns it over.
Now picked up by UMass. UMass send it across. Now picked up by Harrison. but poked away from him, now picked up by Engel. Working back in, sent in on net, gloved and held on to for the stoppage in play. As Benio tried to poke it in, but it was securely in the glove of Davis.
But again, another one that Davis can see. So if you don't stick somebody in front of him, looks like he's going to stop everyone that he can see.
Face off. Low zone face off. That as a shot is covered up for the stoppage in play. Now 5:07 to go here in regulation. 5-1 is still your score.
They want to do anything after that draw. Benio and Miller have to go to the net. They're going to pull the goaltender now. After that draw, Miller's got to sneak around his guy. He's the closest one to that net. He needs to get there. There he goes.
Puck now picked up by St. Joe's with the extra skater out now with 5 minutes to go. You don't see that all that often when they pull a goaltender that early, about halfway through the final period.
Well, when you need those goals, having a man advantage isn't bad.
Puck sent in. Oh, goes just in front of the goal crease. If the 21 of Benio would have got his stick down in a shooting attempt, he could have tipped that right in.
Look how low all the UMass players are below the dots at that point.
Puck now.
Look how tight they are. They don't want anything coming in the middle.
It's like a secret service detail for these presidential candidates.
It is, but St. Joe's has got to realize that. One quick pass up and one quick shot. One time it, two time it. You got to be quick. You can make something happen.
Puck now coming. Tarantino will send it gloved and held on to for the stoppage in play.
See, again, Pagliarella standing to the left side of the goaltender. Davis has got the whole right side. He can see the shot. He can stop it. They got to get in front of him. They got the extra man now. Put him in front of that net.
Face off, near side, low zone. UMass end. Back underway now. Picked up by Baselli. Baselli will send it in. Will go just wide of the empty net. 4 minutes to go here in regulation. Quickly becoming the game.
No, we got the extra attacker here.
That's coming back across. Tarantino will send it into the body of Baselli. St. Joe's, as puck will be cleared out, rolling towards the empty net, will go just wide. Now picked up by Kenny.
Would be nice to still have a timeout now, be able to set this up a little bit better.
Keeney will send it in and tipped in, I believe, by the 93 of Pagliara. They may give the shot to Tarantino, so we will wait to see the score sheet for that.
Yeah, it went by a little too quick for me. I mean, I would have thought it's possible it was Rossello. Excuse me. Yeah, Rossello. He's in front there as well.
It's those situations as a broadcaster, bang plays, it's really hard to see what exactly happens.
We need to get some replay technology here. I guess that's coming next.
It's coming soon. Baby steps.
Amen to that. They need to pressure Marcel. They need to pressure Wolsifer right now. Two dark sweaters need to get on the puck every single time.
Marcel coming in. Petrosulio! Almost got a face full of it as the puck was sent off the crossbar.
Opportunity to get control now. They need to step back. There you go.
Empty net now for St. Joe's. They trail by 3. Puck sent rolling on its edge. All the way back in. Picking it up at Pagliara. Pagliara, Rossello, Tarantino, and Keeney. The puck is deflected up high off the inboard glass into to the side of the net for the stoppage and play with 2:38 to go here in regulation.
St. Joe's got to get some quicker feet. I didn't mean to interrupt you there,
good.
but St. Joe's has got to get some quicker feet. They need every single loose puck. Puck gets chipped somewhere. They need to have 2 guys on it every time, and they're not doing that.
Pagliara and Marcel. Puck won by UMass. Will send it again just wide. There is a little bit of strategy there in intentionally missing the empty net, forcing your opponent trailing to go and get the puck deep in their own zone.
Yeah, it'll kill a solid 10 seconds. There you go. 2 guys in front, but neither one of them in front of Davis. Again, they're sitting middle or back door when they should be sitting in front of the goaltender. Again, if he sees it, he's going to stop it. He's the goaltender. Again, if he sees it, he's going to stop it. He's not going to give you a rebound every single time. I wish they could hear what we're saying.
Puck now picked up. Now cleared again by UMass. Very smart on UMass's part.
Seconds off the clock for them.
Most teams would easily go for the empty net. Puck now deflected in and covered up by Davis for the stoppage in play. 2 minutes to go here in regulation. 5-2 your score.
Once again, you see how UMass completely collapses down around that net. St. Joe's can find a way to move the puck outside or up top for a shot. All those guys, not just the 4 white jerseys, 1 or 2 dark jerseys.
This time they sent it empty net. Put the nail on the coffin. This game should, and I mean should, be over with 1:57 to go here. 6-2 is your score.
I see the fat lady warming up.
Still got plenty of time though. 1:57 to go here in regulation. 6-2 is your score.
Yeah, but if they haven't been able to do the basics that we're talking about up here, they're not going to be able to do it. 2 minutes is still a lot of time in a roller hockey game.
I guess I'm just the eternal optimist here.
There's nothing wrong with that. I've seen it.
Now sent back around. Now picking it up. For St. Joe's is the 20 of Doherty. Doherty backhanded over. Now picked up. And now with it is a 16 of Harrison. Harrison will send it down. Puck was almost played with a high stick, but that it was waved off. Puck will be cleared. Now, picking it up is Doherty. Doherty will send it back. 80 seconds to go here in the game. Now picked up Doherty at the point. Puck now sent in. As that box for UMass is starting to expand just a hair. As they see the light at the end of the tunnel, they can actually kind of relax just for a few minutes, for a little bit here. As St. Joe's, I think, is starting to realize the same thing. But don't release your foot off the gas. You still want to push. You still want to try to get everything you can out of these guys.
Oh, it's all about pride.
Puck controlled now by UMass. Rogatino will send it back. As that pressure, it's just a different feeling right now as we're in the final minutes of play. As the puck is sent in on net, that's gloved and held on to for the stoppage in play with 25.6 seconds to go.
Because with any one of these games, as you get to the elimination bracket, I mean, you have to think some guys could be playing their last college hockey games. So, I mean, that's also a thought that unfortunately enters your mind at that point.
Puck now sent back in. Controlling it is St. Joe's. 15 seconds to go. UMass will take on the winner of Robert Morris and Cortland. High noon over at the Cedar Rapids Corral over on the Mission Rink. 3, 2, 1. And your winners of this Division II semifinal game, thanks in part to an outstanding effort by Jordan Davis. 6-2 is your score. The thrill of victory on my left, the agony of defeat on my right.
Well, I tell you, just a fantastic game. I wish, St. Joe's could have made 1 or 2 less mistakes or capitalized on a couple other opportunities. We thought it was going to be a 1-goal game based on everything that's been going on the last 2 years. It sure felt like it. The intensity, the energy from both teams, just fantastic. And we wish St. Joe's the best. Not sure how many seniors they have, but obviously a couple guys playing in their last games here, and we wish them well.
The latest scoring update from over on the Mission Rink. Robert Morris has regained a 4-3 lead over Cortland. So the winner of that game awaits UMass. 6-2 your final in this Division II semifinal.
2 finals in a row now for UMass. Let's see if they can get one.
We will talk to you in a couple minutes for the Division III semifinal. UMass over St. Joe 6-2.